Good morning, everybody, or whatever time it is for you. My name is Brian. If you're watching this is for your eyes only. Now, Vietnam's food game is really regionalized. So some dishes that you find in certain regions, you'll never see them again in other regions. And some dishes, they just do better from region to region because it originated in one and other places copy it but don't do as well. So here are my top 3 dishes that you should absolutely skip out on when you're in Hanoi. Now guys, disclaimer to all my Hanoians out there, please don't get mad at me. I'm just saying, for most travelers that are coming to Vietnam, they're gonna do the whole country in about a month, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and that entails 3-4 days in each city maybe. So if you're only spending 3 to 4 days in every city, then you have limited amount of food space, limited amount of meals. I wish there was unlimited meals in a day and belly room. But that's not the case. So if you're only spending 3 to 4 days in Hanoi, I would hit up a bunch of other dishes before I hit up these 3. I would pass on them until I get other places where these dishes are specialized in. Alright guys, and in no particular order, number 1. The bun bao. Some of you might be familiar with baos. They're hitting the restaurant scene right now in the Western countries. Kind of like an Asian bun taco. But originally those bun tacos were bun little pizza pocket thingies. Delicious. The dough is made of like a flour, a little bit sweet. The filling should be a ground pork meatball. There should be a little bit of winter mushrooms, glass noodles in there. Maybe you get an individual piece of egg, some barbecue pork. It's a really nice savory inside to contrast a slightly sweet outside bun. Now I've never had a good one in Hanoi. I don't know what it is. Trust me, I've searched it out. It's one of my favorite little snacks. Up here, generally, the outside bun has a lot of coconut flavor in it. I love coconut. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's overly sweet. They've stretched the dough out too much, so it's light and airy, but it's kind of like too spongy. There's no texture to it. And instead of like a pork meatball, it's like loose ground meat in there. And that's okay, it doesn't have to be in meatball form, but the filling itself, the meat, they've all been under-seasoned, and the ratio, the meat to like mushroom ratio is really bad. It makes it really gritty when you bite into it, soggy, it doesn't retain texture. Now, when you have a soggy middle and then a soggy bun on the outside too, it just makes for not enjoyable. I would wait until I'm somewhere else as you travel in Vietnam where they specialize in bao, Central region and on. That brings me to dish number 2. It's a Central region specialty. Bánh xèo. Bánh xèo is a crispy, savory pancake that gets its color from turmeric, and it's filled with goodies such as ground pork, mung beans, prawns, sprouts. The name xèo actually means sizzling, so that's where it gets its name from. It's a sizzling pancake because when you're cooking it, it's getting so sizzly and crispy, it's delicious. I would skip out these Hanoi ones because I just haven't found a good one up here. Most of the times, they're just fried up with too much oil. They're oily, they're greasy. Sure, they get crispy, but it's just not the way it's supposed to like be. The pancake itself, they're not putting like coconut milk in it or like the right seasonings because there's no flavor. You're basically eating a crunchy piece of greasy cardboard. My favorite place in all of Vietnam that serves amazing bánh xèo, in Hoi An. They're underwater right now. I hope all the repairs are going well, but the restaurant is called Ballet Well. So good, guys. Alright, and my last dish that I say you should miss when you're in Hanoi, because there's so many other good things that you should be eating first, the banh mi. What? I feel like of all the dishes that we're talking about, the banh mi is the one that people are giving me the most grief about because I'm saying miss it. In Hanoi. Now, I've pretty much eaten every banh mi in Hanoi. If I see one, I'm gonna get it. It's like something that I love eating, like a little Vietnamese sandwich. It's pretty much almost like, you know, a national representation of our dish. Hanoi style banh mi's are not my favorite in the country because a lot of them, they don't come with the pickled veg, pickled carrots and daikon. That kind of like brings out the flavor of everything else. So they're missing out on that big time. Pate quality in the sandwich shops, not really good. They don't spread it out really well. A lot of them don't even use pate, so I'm like, hey, what's up with that? And then also there's meat quality. From the central to the south, you're seeing these big pieces of ham and pork that like, you know they're homemade and they're getting sliced off and everything. Here are the meat, some of the ham and pork you're getting, it's just kind of like, I don't know, did you get it like Big C or like IGA or, you know, the local grocery store? I've never seen one with like the traditional Vietnamese cold cuts, the the head cheese, the porchetta, like pork belly roll, cold roll pork. Like those are two key meats that like I've never seen in a banh mi up here. Of course there's some really decent ones like a crispy pork version or like a barbecue pork version. And I'm not saying I won't eat them. Like yeah, a barbecue pork skewered banh mi, really, really good. I'm just saying if you're only here for a certain number of days and there's so much food that you have to get in, I would wait to get my sandwich at like somewhere like Banh Mi Queen in Hoi An or at this place in Saigon. Well, there you go guys. Those are my 3 dishes that I would definitely skip out when I'm in Hanoi traveling through. If you're staying for an extended period of time, by all means, go out, try them, compare them, see the differences, see if I'm right or wrong. Those are just my personal opinions from my taste buds. This has been For Your Eyes Only.